What is up, guys? Beancrew49 here. We are back on the Desolation map. And lag week continues here in the city of Coveton. Yes, we don't have sharks, we have lag. And I don't know how to break this to you guys. Let's just say that there's good news and there's devastating news. What do you guys want first? You want the good news? The good news is that after many repeated attempts to contact 4J, I finally got a response from 4J Steve concerning the glowstone animations and the lag that we're experiencing here on the Desolation map due to my sea of glowstone. I know it's the cause now. And so basically he said that he can download my map essentially and use his dev kit to see what the problem is. And he said he was going to do that, but then I didn't hear back from him. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know if he wants to keep doing that. I don't know if he's fixed it or figured out what the problem is. But I guess he doesn't need my map anymore. So I don't know. But that's the good news, because now that at least I know that they're aware of it. Guys, I hounded 4J Studios. I just hounded them over and over with tweets. Like, guys, we need a switch. We need a switch. So that's the good news. At least I know now that they know. But here is the bad news. Oh, man, guys. I know it's the glowstone. Here's how I know. Watch this. I spent 4 hours blowing up all the land underneath the mall. This was all glowstoned out. It also had the dirt, you know. It was full of dirt and grass and glowstone. It took me 4 hours just to blow up all of the glowstone underneath the mall. But it seems like the frame rate has returned to relatively normal underneath the mall. So that means that I'm going to have to be blowing stuff up for quite some time. If it took 4 hours to do about, let's see what percentage the mall is. If it took 4 hours to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, let's say there's 25 and I did 1/25th. How long is it going to take? I'll show you what I've been doing. This is what I've been doing. And this is, I found the most efficient way. Now, you know, I had the idea of slabbing the whole thing, you know, getting rid of the glowstone and just slabbing the whole thing. And that would have taken a while. I had thought of putting grass. You know, there was a time where I thought grass blocks prevented hostile mobs from spawning, but that was incorrect. They do spawn on the grass blocks. Not the grass blocks, but you know, the tall grass. So mobs still spawn in that. So that was my other idea. You know, I would have used bone meal, and that would have been pretty fast and efficient. But that didn't work, of course. And then Solid MP15 came up with the idea of just TNTing the whole thing. And I think this is the fastest way to do it. I can't think of any other way. There's also water. We could put like water blocks underneath. But, you know, getting that many, oh man, that's a lot of water. That could cause its own lag. And, you know, if we have running water down there, you know, an accident, if we miss a spot, then you know, we'll have extra lag. So I don't know about the water situation. Maybe we can try it in a different part of the map and see if that works. But for now, I think the TNTing is the way to go. And you'll see what kind of process this is a process, guys. A process that I didn't want to have to do. I mean, I want to keep building on this map and finish this map. But now, since 4J has added these animations, it's going to take me several weeks to do this, just to get back to where we were. It's going to take me several weeks of playing just to get back to where we were before 4J decided to add a feature that no one cares about. Literally no one I know cares about it. It's the most esoteric. Like, one person is probably like, oh, that's cool. Everyone else doesn't even notice or is like, why would you do that? You know, it's an already struggling console. They're going to add more lag. What kind of sense does that make? None in my opinion. But, you know, these are the cards that we've been dealt, and we're going to have to roll with them. But before you say, oh, you know, that's not the worst news I've ever heard, it gets worse. It gets worse, guys. So, as you know, if you saw yesterday's video, we tried playing some Hearts vs. Minds in the mall, and we had the frame rate lag. Now, that build of Hearts vs. Minds had all the glowstone underneath, so we haven't actually tried playing without the glowstone yet. So I don't know about that yet. But there was this bug that was happening before the last update, before TU32, and it would be when you're playing PvP in, I think in adventure mode, it could be in survival mode as well, but when you're playing PvP in adventure mode, all of a sudden your character will go invisible, they won't be able to move, and no one can see them, and they can't move, right? And it was, it stopped the PvP. It stopped the PvP completely. And we thought, the TU32 would fix that sort of thing. Because, it was one of the many bugs. It was one of the more glaringly obvious bugs. I'm sure a lot of people are trying to play PvP on adventure mode. I'm sure I'm not the only one. So I assumed that the bug would get fixed. And boy, was I wrong, because the bug persists. It's still here. So PvP looks like it might be out of commission. Yeah, PvP might be out of commission because, how can I film? How can we even play if at any point, someone on the team will just get stuck? And it actually happened to Stormsix during Hearts vs. Mine, so we thought to, maybe we'll just, back out and rejoin the game. But when Stormsix rejoined the game, his original character skin was still there. And he had joined the game, but he was able to move. So there was 2 Stormsixes. Like, it was ridiculous. Like, what do we do, guys? What do we do? This is not good. So, if you guys are getting your hopes up for PvP, I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but it's not looking good. It's just not looking good. Oh, man. And okay, not to mention the fact that we can't play PvP on any place that I haven't destroyed the glowstone under. So not only do we have to wait for the glowstone to get destroyed, which could take who knows how long, but we also have to wait for a bug fix. Oh no. So the Minecraft woes continue. I'm a big fan of the way that Mojang originally handled the Minecraft community by listening to their community and interacting with their community and constantly updating their game. I thought it was a really cool thing. And 4J's tried to take that model and do it their own thing on consoles. What's this? Okay, more lag. They've tried to do their own thing on consoles, but I think we have to recognize the fact that 4J... this isn't PC. On the PC, people can upgrade your hardware. They can upgrade their hardware to their heart's content, and they can keep running Minecraft the way it's meant to be run. We cannot do that. So I don't understand why more considerations for lag haven't been taken. I know I'm starting to sound like a broken record at this point, but the reason is, guys, it's obvious. It's obvious that the Xbox One can't handle the same settings as PC, the same things as PC. So why isn't it obvious to game developers who have a far more intimate knowledge of the game and the code that they're working with? Why are they continuing to add things that cause lag to a struggling console? I don't get it. I don't understand. Can someone explain this to me? I sound like a broken record. But this is the problems we're facing today, and to be honest with you, I'm in a very kind of depressed sort of states when it comes to Desolation. If it wasn't for the Gaia server, which is going fantastically, if it wasn't for the Gaia server, I would be up in arms right now. But, I got the Gaia to keep me complacent for the time being, but it's going to put a serious hitch in Desolation's giddy up, if you know what I'm saying. I mean, it gives us more time to build, which, is a great thing. I do need more time to build because I want to get more and more stuff for you guys to play with. And I know I'm basically doing the same thing that I accused 4J of not realizing. I'm adding more and more stuff to this map when it's clear that this map is, fighting against me. But there's nothing I can do. I have to. I had a vision, and this vision has to be seen through to the end. Okay, I'm not just going to quit my vision because of a few bugs. Right? Alright, so let's see this blow up. This is actually kind of fun. It's kind of therapeutic to, just watch a video while I do this, but it does get repetitive. It does get boring. It's super time intensive. And I don't trust other people to help is another thing. In certain parts of the city, yes, anyone could do this. But like over here under the mall, we have exposed redstone, and I had to be very careful. This part took a long time. I had to be very careful of what I blew up around here. And I'm not sure if everything's 100% intact. We'll have to, test it out in the future. But yeah, blowing up all the glowstone underneath this part was pretty scary. pretty dangerous and scary. I gotta get this part. Ooh, can you see the frame rate just chugging along? Just chugging. We'll get rid of that later. So, hopefully this is not in vain. You know, I started off as an experiment to see if it was the glowstone, and it seemed like, you know, when I went back into the mall after doing it, it seemed like that the frame rate had, you know, returned to some form of normal. But now that I'm flying through underneath, at this point, it doesn't seem like it's all that better. So this all might be for naught. Maybe we actually need 4J to go back on this whole glowstone and animation thing. Okay, it was a nice try, 4J. You tried to add your own unique little spin to Minecraft, and I commend you for trying to bring a console exclusive, but failure. It was a failure, and you know, it takes a man to admit that, and I hope that they can admit that it was a failure. It was a bad idea, in my opinion. It was a horrible idea. If anything, you guys should be spending your time minimizing lag, not increasing it, okay? And like I said before, it's just, how is that not common sense, right? So I get kind of upset when people don't use common sense, at least common sense to me. I mean, if I'm wrong, let me know in the comments. Maybe they had some different motive that I'm not seeing or understanding. So leave in the comments if you support 4J's decision for these animations. But in my mind, they did not think about people with big maps. They just didn't. They didn't think about the city builders who use a lot of glowstone to light up their cities. They didn't think about that. They were only thinking about the survival players. And that's cool. I mean, you should think about survival players. That's fine. But there has to be a toggle switch for us that don't want it. How is that not, like, common sense? Oh, man. So, as you can tell, guys, this whole week I've been kind of upset while making these Desolation videos, just because of the lag that we're fighting, just because the bug fix didn't fix a lot of bugs, you know, and it actually caused a lot more that we're seeing now more in survival mode. Like, Solid was standing on tilled soil and ate food and went invisible, and no one could see him. So it's kind of upsetting when a bug fix creates more bugs and doesn't fix the bugs that were glaringly obvious. So that's why I'm kind of upset. So please forgive my attitude this whole week, guys. Maybe next week I'll be in a better mood. I'll start focus on building. PvP is out, guys. PvP is out. So I'm sorry to bring this bad news to you. Trust me, there's no one who is more upset than I am. Okay? No one is more upset than I am. So, you know, if you can voice your concerns in the comments and voice your sadness or anger or resentment or whatever you're voicing, and just know that I commiserate. I feel the same as you guys. And I want to play PvP with all of you. I really do. I don't know why this is happening. Man. I don't know. Let 4J Studios know. Let them know that, you know, something needs to be done. Let them know that the community is kind of... I don't know. Maybe it's just my map. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me that's experiencing this. Who knows? What do I know? Anyway, I think we'll call that a video. It's not the happiest topic, okay? I'm sorry. But this is the times we're living in right now. Ooh, that was a nice one. Okay, so I'm going to keep TNTing my little butt off, and hopefully this provides results. I really do hope it provides results. At the very least, it'll give us more space for basements. I don't know. I'm trying to find a bright side to all of this, guys. I really am. Okay. We'll just watch this explode, and then we'll say goodbye. Man. Oh, I don't know what we're gonna build all next week, guys. We're gonna build. That's all we're gonna do. And hopefully, you know, if we put our heads down and build, this will give us a great opportunity to get a lot done on the Desolation map. We're also gonna be playing Gaia, of course. Thank you guys for supporting the Gaia videos. We'll take a tour of this underground world as we look at all. I gotta do all this. You saw how long those 3 rows took. It's just miles in every direction. This is going to take a long time. Did I say weeks? I think I meant months. Alright, guys. That's it from me. Leave a like if you enjoyed this, or a dislike if you were angered. No, don't leave a dislike. Don't be mad at me. Okay? Be mad at the 4J. Okay? Don't be mad at me. I didn't do anything. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Happy Minecrafting. Peace.